Have you ever shared a matter of your heart with someone that you were intimate with, and later, when they were angry with you, they weaponized a very vulnerable, intimate moment that you shared with them? Have you ever vented to someone a matter of your heart, and before you could get out your concern, they were, I understand, and telling you all about something related, and you left them feeling a bit more weighted down? Have you ever been going through something, and after you talked with someone, they made you feel like you were the problem and you were just playing victim, and you felt very, very judged? When you're going through, you want to feel like the people in your life are in your corner. It can be very upsetting and painful if you share the matter of your heart and you share it with the wrong person. How many of you have done something similar? Am I the only one? Sometimes, as you're navigating life's journey, you can feel so overburdened, so overwhelmed that you find yourself sharing the matters of your heart with people who do not have your best interests at heart, or with people who want the best for you, but they don't know how to help you. Family, I'm Dr. Rhonda Maddox, and thank you for tuning in to Mental Health Moments with Dr. Rhonda Maddox. Today, we're going to talk about reasons why you should seek professional mental health treatment. Yes, our friends, our family, our pastors, different ones mean well, but there are some things that you can go through that while you're going through them, getting the wrong information from the wrong person who is a trusted person but does not have expertise in that area can do much more harm than good. I'll give you this example. I had a patient to share with her mother that she had been molested. The mom told her, "Nobody will believe you," and said instead that she'd take her to Universal Studios to help her forget about it. Now, when you hear that, there's a feeling that you get, there's a judgment that you get. The mother meant well. She was giving her the benefit of her experience. She had shared some 30, 40 years ago the matter of her heart related to that, and she had been judged harshly, and it had ended poorly for her. And so while she meant well, she gave counsel that was very harmful. By the time I saw this young lady, she was cutting and doing all manner of self harm to herself as she tried to process the matters of her heart. Family, when life happens, and it will, it is reassuring to have someone that you can walk through that journey with, who understands, who listens, who does not interject a Me Too moment while you're sharing the matter of your heart. If you are going through something like a divorce, learning that a child was molested, a family member going to jail that you dearly love, struggling with alcohol, struggling with drugs, struggling with bosses who are wearing you down, or partners who are beating you up mentally or perhaps physically, or just having parent child relationship issues. Sometimes we can find ourselves talking to the people who are closest to us. And while they may mean well, many times we leave more broken, more hurt than before we went. If that is you, I encourage you to consider stepping outside of your comfort zone and getting the help that you need. Yes, it can feel scary to feel like I'm weak. Why do I have to share my life with some stranger who doesn't know me? That feels like weakness. When in reality, many times it is much more courageous to invest in yourself against the culture, the norms, the messages that you're getting that are telling you that you should be strong. Family, it is time to lay down your superhero capes. Burn those bastards, burn them so that you can get the help that you need. Strong, the people that we label strong, many times are people who have been dropped, who have been manhandled, who didn't want to be strong, but their vulnerability would cost them. Let me tell you, there's nothing wrong with being vulnerable in the right situations with people who know how to help. Consider, if you would, as you're navigating this, getting some help. And I know already what you're thinking. I don't need a mental health therapist. I have the Lord. I don't need a mental health therapist. I have my friends. How many of you have broken up with a best friend or a good friend in your lifetime? I know I have. After you break up with a friend, one thing you don't particularly appreciate is having that friend share bits and pieces of things that you shared when you were at your most vulnerable points. And they share those things with other people that you wouldn't want to know those things because they're angry with you or because you hurt them or they hurt you and they're getting back at you. When you see a mental health professional, whether that be a licensed professional counselor, a licensed social worker, or a psychiatrist, what you are getting is the benefit of confidentiality. We will not share your information unless we have a release of information form, or you're in danger, or you're endangering someone else's life, like you're going to kill them, for instance. Otherwise, you will not see your information on Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, or any social media platform just because you decided to break up with us or we parted our ways. You have the confidence of knowing that your information, the matter of your heart, is safe and secure. That is so important. And many times you get what you pay for. If you're not paying for help, then you get the benefit of the experiences that they've had in that particular situation one or two times or 10 years ago. And any mother raised in this generation knows that the counsel that you get from the 70-year-olds who were putting their babies to bed with blankets and on their stomach is different from the counsel that you will get from a pediatrician who now says that same counsel would put the child at risk for sudden infant death syndrome. And so while yes, they raise a healthy child, but that counsel can put your baby now at risk as it did then, but they didn't know better. I am not telling you not to appreciate the wisdom of your elders, but I am telling you to consider investing in you. So many times we're not even on our list. We're not at the bottom of our list. We're not on our list. Investing in the hour each month or each week so that you can share the matters of your heart. Get strategies so that you can break out of those generational curses, those patterns of destruction that are holding you back, and get unstuck. Family, you need help when you need help, and you need it in a judgment-free zone so that you can become the best version of you. It's important for you and for your future and for your family's future that you not be entangled and shackled by the opinions of others for too long. In order for you to do something you've never done before, you're going to have to do something you've never done before. And a part of that is making a mind shift, shifting directions perhaps, eliminating some of those mind limiting beliefs so that you can become the person you want to be. And that may take a mental health professional, that may be a coach. It depends on what you're going through. But family, we are in a time where we're living in a universal pandemic to where everybody is going through something. And the people you used to be able to fall back on, to share your heart with, those people are going through loss after loss after loss, and perhaps grieving the death of their loved ones. And so they can't be there for you the way you're accustomed to them being there for you. And so you'll get in your feelings and say, you know who your friends are when you're going through trouble. That's not true, because your friends are probably going through trouble as well. And it's not wise to try and manipulate people into being there for you when in fact perhaps their emotional reserve is bankrupt as well as yours is. Everybody, everybody wants to feel affirmed, wants to feel loved, wants to feel valued. But it starts with valuing yourself and valuing your need to get the help that you need, even if it means everybody doesn't agree with that. I'm just encouraging you today. If you have lost a loved one, if you are going through a divorce, if you have learned that your child or someone you know was molested and it's impacting you in a bad way, if you were in fact molested, if you are a victim of domestic violence and you're coming out of something, or if you find yourself burying yourself in booze, in drugs, in partners so that you don't have to think about what you've been through, it may very well be time for you to step outside of your comfort zone, get professional mental health treatment so that you can get unstuck and make an impact. Family, I'm Dr. Rhonda Maddox, and this is Mental Health Moments with Dr. Rhonda Maddox. Please tune in again. Thank you so much.